Okay, I put together this brief presentation to get you ready for your Chapter 7 test. Now, your Chapter 7 test is very easy, very straightforward. Make sure you're aware and comfortable with the vocabulary. Remember, the theme of Chapter 7 is holidays, celebrations. So make sure you're familiar and you're comfortable with the vocabulary. There will be a lot of small readings, maybe a few recordings that you have to listen to, and they're going to want you to respond uh, uh, they'll have questions on these recordings or readings. So a lot of it is reading or listening comprehension, but it's really straightforward and pretty easy. There's a couple grammar questions, and so I put this together because one of the grammar questions could be a little confusing. Again, if you spend time with it, it's actually pretty easy. Uh, and it's going to test on events and then object pronouns, or just the pronouns in general. As you know, Chapter 7 deals with indirect object pronouns and then the use of pronouns after prepositions like from, him, to, her. So let's take a look at the sample question I prepared. Now, your question on your exam won't be exactly like this, but it'll be very similar. So they're going to give you like a word bank of events. Here I give you Navidad, Dia de Muertos, su cumpleaños, el bautizo, and then they're going to give you some pronouns, contigo, le, ella, él, me. Okay, and they're going to give you then a series of sentences, and you're going to need to match or fill in the blank with the correct date, I'm sorry, the correct event or holiday they're talking about, and you're also going to have to fill in a blank with the correct pronoun. Okay, so we have to look at the sentences and see what's going on here, and then we can go up to our word bank of events and pronouns and make the correct selection. Let's look at the first sentence. It says, después del blank, del bebé, yo blank regalé ropa. So after the blank of the baby, so after the baby something, I regalé, what does that mean? From regalar, to give a gift, to give away. So it's in the preterite, regale. I gave a gift of clothing. So after the what of the babies, I gave him clothing, him or her clothing. Well, that would be a bautizo, a baptism. So, después del bautizo del bebé, yo le regalé ropa. I have to use the indirect object pronoun. It's up here. To him, to her. I didn't specify the sex of the baby. Number 2. Mi hermana es especial. Voy a salir con blank el día de. So my sister is special. I am going to salir con. What does salir con mean? It means to go out with. So my sister is special. I'm going to go out with her, right? When would I go out with her? On her birthday. So mi hermana es especial. Voy a salir con ella. I'm going to go out with her. El día de su cumpleaños, the day of her birthday. Look at 3. Quiero ir blank al gimnasio. So I want to go blank al gimnasio, to the gym, blank, porque eres un buen atleta. What does that mean? Porque eres. It means because you are. I don't need the subject pronoun to. I can tell from the verb. Eres means you are. Porque eres, or porque tú eres un buen atleta. So I want to go, and then we have to get the best fit here. So I want to go with you to the gym. And then when would the occasion be? We have to look up here. Well, mañana por la tarde, tomorrow in the afternoon. So, quiero ir contigo al gimnasio mañana por la tarde porque tú eres un buen atleta. And then let's look at the last one. Ellos blank invitaron al cementerio para celebrar él. So they invited, preterite tense, to the cemetery to celebrate. So if you're inviting someone to the cemetery, it must be what holiday? Dia de Muertos. So now what would your pronoun be? What would be we already used le, we used ella, couldn't be él. You can't say ellos, él. It's got to be me. So, ellos me invitaron al cementerio para celebrar el Día de Muertos. They invited me to the cemetery to celebrate the Day of the Dead. So, you will have a question similar, not quite like this, but very similar. And I thought this would be helpful to you. Best of luck.